Hey guys, good afternoon. Hope you guys had a great day so far. So Martha Taylor Greene is in trouble again. She's made some statements. She was speaking about she doesn't want her staff to be educated in regards to COVID. So she was speaking to the outgoing head of the CDC, I believe, and Martha Taylor Greene is doing what conservatives do, which is saying that basically you push the COVID vaccines, you push just to make money for them. She says, so are what's your next job, the board of Pfizer or Moderna? Well, let's try to discuss the advanced agency's system, how it works, how it tended towards over-reporting. Green interrupted, accused her of doing nothing, quote, about the issue with the system in favor of, unquote, pushing vaccines. Walensky was like, I'm happy to have our staff educate staff on the matter. MTG said, I don't want my staff educated. I'm not going into all this. Republicans are not a party of science anymore. And for her, I don't think she has or want people around her that are competent. MTG is like a child around adults. And she's almost immature with the things she says, where it goes beyond belief or opinion. It's just childish, argumentative streak about her that just, to me, it's really disgusting. Attacking other people, the January 6th hearing, attacking people. She's been doing this for a while. It's being very argumentative, very rude, and very nasty. And I think Ms. Walensky handled it very classy, in a very classy manner. She didn't take it personal. It was very much of, hey, you don't understand. Let me explain this to you, which is what you're supposed to do. If you're dealing with someone that wants to know, and MTG doesn't want to know, she wants to find fault and attack people. In a way, MTG's like the wild dog. You're going over to your friend's house and you're a kid, and they got a crazy Rottweiler in their front yard. You got to get around the dog. That's what she is. Yes, she is. She's a dog. Yeah, off that chain, she can be dangerous. She's a dog. There's no sentience there. There's no complex processing there. It's a dog. And I wonder if people who go into Congress think that. Like, she's below me. You know what I mean? I'm here to discuss science. I'm here to discuss reason and science and facts, not be attacked because I'm a part of the CDC. And we know this. The fact is, Martha Taylor Greene is a part of the takeover of the right wing by really criminally minded people, fascists, people who are anti-scientific, anti-intellectual. That's what she is. And just this last week or two, just realized, and just little by little, she's a joke. Her husband left her. She's been running around here talking about gay people and transgender people since she got in office. That's all she's been talking about, gays and transgenders from day one. Her and Lauren Boebert just knocking on gay people. And then she cheats on her husband with a sex guru. He leaves her. That divorce is done. The guru, he left her. He's done. And to see that video recently of her on the tarmac where Trump walks right past her without even looking at her, there's something about that to me that I think differently than most people. I don't think like everybody else. But there's something about that just made me realize her life is probably in ruins. And that all she really is just a agitprop. She's a person to make a bunch of noise and stamp her feet and maybe once in a while make people cheer. But there's nothing there for most Americans. There's nothing there because transgender people, like, what I got to do with my job? What I got to do with jobs? And what I got to do with things of that nature? That's all they've got. This is a one-trick pony I'm talking about here. Kind of like when Trump had his secretary, one of the secretaries went to a bar and they got her drunk, and when he first got elected, and she was telling about how Trump didn't like his daughter. He didn't want to take pictures because he said she looked fat, and they looked into it. The press, TMZ looked in. They said that she didn't like Trump. She worked for Mitt Romney. Republican Party put her with Trump, and there was just something about realizing all that to me. That she cried when Trump got elected. That made me realize, like, this guy is really alone. Yeah, like no, like dude, like you're alone. Like there's nobody there with you. There is nobody behind you. Everybody else, you got people around you, but they're all like political operatives, and it's like they're closeted racists and closeted homophobes and closeted anti-Semites, and they're all like working behind you to do what they want to hurt people, but nobody gives a damn about you. There's just something about these two that hits me that's like, I don't want to be 50 years old and be like that. I don't want to be 40 years old and be surrounded by people who just like me because I give them power to hate. Because what happens if I go out here and I meet a Jewish girl? What if I go and meet a Hispanic? We hit it off. Hey, I want to ask my wife. What then? You don't love me for me. You love me for the hatred I allow you to espouse. And as I get older, I just can't understand someone putting their hand in with that 24/7. And I just can't. I can't. Stephen Miller and the stuff we know about Miller, the racist shit, I just can't. I couldn't be around that for 5 minutes. I couldn't. You're getting older. You're building a namesake. You're building a legacy. What is it going to be? Marjorie Taylor Greene doesn't want her staff to be educated because they're not about science. Because if they were, and they looked at this stuff, she might not have the fascist takes she has now. Her people might not have that. They might not be able to put that. They might disagree. She doesn't want that. See, it shows you things like that she's not a politician. She's an ideologue. She's there to make a bunch of noise and rile folks up. That's it. So I just, to me, it's just seeing that politicians aren't supposed to be like that. Always fighting. Bringing you up there just to attack you personally. I mean, what was the one woman? She was gay, I guess, and she adopted a kid. She adopted her, the woman she got with kid, and MTG said, well, you're not a mother. I just, like, I don't know if she gets it, but a lot of people applaud stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of people out here that, man or woman, the fact that you're willing to ride with your partner, your person you're with it for a previous child or whatever, to ride with them still and be willing to take care of that child, that's awesome, dude. Because that's their burden. And you're saying that I'm not judging you for your burden. That's something to be applauded for. And her attacking this person like this, I get what it is. It's it's a homophobic thing to say, like, well, you're gay, so none of this is really real anyway. You're gay, so this marriage, I don't accept it. I don't accept none of this. I get it, but she's just a person. She's like an old lady that makes a lot of noise. People can't. You know what happens to folks like that? Old people that make a bunch of noise and scream and yell. People can't wait till you're gone. People can't wait till you leave the room so they can talk about you. People can't wait till you're gone so they can say, good, woo, get that hot air out the room. People don't respect you for that. I don't know. Thanks for listening.